Alright, welcome back everyone, Zaf here. I am doing a giveaway because we just hit the 20,000 supporter mark, but also, very important, make sure, if you're a current supporter, to press that red extension button. The link is down below. You want to go to my page and extend, otherwise, your support is being removed, meaning no more codes for the brand new season coming out. Right now, we're in Season 5, the next season is Season 6, so if you don't extend, and you don't see this right here, it should say after extending, cancel extension. That means you did right, and you're ready for the next season, otherwise, you're being removed. Our supporters are getting totally removed, back to zero. I know, it's a very dumb system, but that's the way it is, so please make sure, go to the link down below, go to your My page, press extend, that way you're safe, and you keep getting all these juicy codes that I always make sure to send out to all our beautiful supporters. Now, because we're the first community to ever hit the 20,000 mark, again, thank you so much everyone. All of you are insane amazing. I love interacting with all of you. I'm doing a giveaway, but I do want to mention for our top 100, top 75, top 50, top 25, and top 10 supporters, all of you get exclusive Discord roles, so please make sure, go to Discord server, press that support ticket button, and create a ticket. If you're top 10, you get a custom role, and top 25 and every 25 under that, get an exclusive Discord role. So top 100, make a ticket, that way we can get you sorted. But when it comes to the giveaway, make sure, just leave a comment down below and make sure you are subscribed. I know, some of you can't support, no worries. You don't have to be a supporter to enter. I want to make it fair for everyone, so just be subscribed, drop a like, and leave a comment. That way, you will enter to win $100 to spend on this very juicy game. Now, speaking of juicy, we're almost at 1.5 million total power. Insane, but something that isn't juicy is one mistake a lot of you keep making right now when it comes to our shadows and one of our previously favorite support units. Right now, unfortunately, Min is not a top tier support for two reasons. First off, Akari has basically taken his spot, but a big mistake right now we're making is mixing Min with one of our shadows. First off, I do want to show you why Akari is so good. If we go to her support skill, you can see right here, her base support skill is okay, giving us an 8% increase to our damage overall and a crit hit rate bonus to our basic skill and ultimate skill by 8%. That's good, including the heal. But if you get her all the way to A5, which obviously not all of us are, her support skill becomes absolutely insane, doubling its effect to 16% for all those passives there, making her amazing. But what really makes her amazing is the duration. 24 seconds on her support skill, meaning her support skill is always going to be up with a 25-second cooldown. That means Akari will always give this bonus. Her brilliance is truly brilliant, giving us one of the best bonuses in the game right now. But Min, obviously, that doesn't mean he's bad. He's amazing. He gives us a 15% damage taken bonus to the target. But remember, this does have to land. It's not a general passive, unfortunately, which does kind of make it annoying. But there's also one other thing that makes it annoying that I will mention in a second, of course, but I also want to mention that he does have other passives here that make him good. But one thing that does ruin Min for me, and a lot of you, will be this right here. As you know, we just got a brand new shadow. Biru is one of the best shadows in the game, not because of the authority. His authority is okay. You don't really have to upgrade him too far. You just have to upgrade him for this skill. No, not skill right here. For this, no. For this, no. This skill right here. Punishment increases damage taken by 5% to the target for 20 seconds, but hold on, punishment. That looks familiar. If we go back to Min, what is his skill's passive for sports skill? It's also punishment, meaning one of these skills might not apply, or they'll just overlap, or even it just won't work at all. So let me show you what happens when you have Min and Biru on your team, because right now Biru and Serbi are the shadows you should always use with SJW Sanjanu, because they provide us a 5% damage increase each to the target. Very important. So right now I've Min on our team and I have Biru and Serbi. As we jump in, let me show you what happens. So I'm going to use our shadows first, get the effects off, and then I'll use Min's sports skill so you can see how the interaction works. Make sure to look up above at the boss's HP bar. That's where the effects do apply, so you'll see in a second. Look above, give it a second to load in. So you see here, once I do attack the target really quick, boom, you can see two stats effects. We do have the break gauge and we have bloodlust. So let me use our shadows and watch this. Watch what happens in a second. Once Biru uses his skill, boom, punishment effect applied. So I'm going to wait now for our shadows to go away. And then once they go away, the punishment effect should still be there. I'm going to wait for it to flash once it's about to run out, and then I'll use Min. So watch carefully, waiting for Biru to go away with our shadows. Should take a few seconds here. Then I'll use Min Sports skill and we'll see what happens at interaction. Do they stack? Do we get 2 effects, or is the effect just going to go away? So it's going to flash. Watch carefully. It's about to flash here. Hopefully it comes up before it starts flashing. Boom. It should start flashing right about now. Wait for boom flashing. I use Min, and it just refreshes the effect. So does it refresh the 5% bonus, or does it just stack on top of it, basically giving us the better one and removing the other one? Either way, we're gonna lose at least 5% damage, which is totally not ideal. Very disappointed in how that interaction works. I'm actually not too happy about it, just because right now we're either gonna choose Biru or Min, and based on the current meta, Biru is gonna take Min's spot only if, obviously, you're in that very late game stage where you have the option to switch out your supports for someone else. Most of you can still use Min, no problem, but I wanted to make it apparent, if you have Biru on your team, you're not getting that 5% bonus, which can affect your damage overall. So very important to keep note, there are a lot of issues like that in the game, where you can lose out damage if you're not aware. And one thing is, if you recall, I made a video recently when it came to the Guardian set, and the devs actually did address it. So right here under the known issues page, you can see an issue where the Guardian set effect is not activated normally in certain cases, meaning the devs are now aware it's at the top of their list now, so they must watch all the content creator videos when it comes to these issues. Pretty interesting. Good to know about that. If you didn't watch the video, I'll summarize what happened. Basically, you should notice, because it can be affecting you right now, when it comes to Sung Jinu, you're no longer using any Blessing Stone that does provide us a shield. So, aggressive defense, you take that off, and you should take off life, because life totally overrides the Guardian set. Basically, you would assume when you spawn using life, when you do gain a shield, that this shield right here activates the Guardian set effect, which does give us, I'll show you, a 10% damage increase. So right over here, look, Guardian set, first set effect, when a team member, including the user, activates a shield, meaning if you have a support unit on your team with the Guardian set, if SJW activates a shield, you get this bonus right here, increasing their individual damage dealt by 10% for 10 seconds. But for some reason, if you're using life, you're not getting that bonus even though you spawn in with a shield. So shocking, I couldn't believe it. Life was honestly one of my favorite Blessing Stones out there. You start off with shield, you don't get hit back, and you start out apparently with Guardian set, but no, we don't. So I want to make sure you know that. Don't use life, it's pretty bad right now. Maybe in the future, once it's fixed, I'll be using life, because an instant 10% damage gain is fantastic with a huge shield. But if we're not getting that 10% bonus, and this stops us from getting that bonus anymore. If you get a brand new shield, no, doesn't apply. Your shield has to go away completely. Could you imagine? So I did want to show you that as well, just so you know. It is going to get fixed eventually, just like this issue here. So one more issue I do want to mention is, when it comes to our shadows, please don't upgrade them to the red. You gain no power. Watch. Look at our power. Army total power, 226. Red, nothing. Red, nothing. Red, nothing. Even though right now, our power is 225, 454. If I go to upgrade into the next gold tier, you can see we do get some power, 226, 225. But if we go past it, yeah, we're not getting anything. It's a common bug right now. The devs should fix it, otherwise, why the heck would you upgrade to red? Makes no sense. So don't worry, if you rushed, that is getting fixed. But stop rushing your shadow upgrades. Upgrade them one by one so they're all evened out. That way, you do maximize your power, otherwise you're losing a ton, and I mean a ton, of army total power, which is not ideal. So another tip I do want to provide you, that way you know how to maximize your damage and power. But yeah, that should be everything I want to cover for this video. If you want to see a brand new stimulation guide for tier 15, I did it. Very easy this round. I'll do one just so you can see how to beat tier 15. Very important. You do want to get all this material right here, including these discs. Oh my goodness, 55,000 at this point. Let me just purchase everything in here. I mean, what's the point, right? Let me purchase all these good stuff. Yeah, beautiful. That's what I like to see. When it comes to these books, honestly speaking, they're not that amazing. I don't think it's worth the cost. Before it was, but we get so many books that I'm not going to buy these anymore. I'm going to wait for the weapon designs and those SSR crafting materials. Otherwise, it's just a total waste. I do think that's a mistake as well, where we are purchasing those books that don't really give us much of a benefit when we can run the simulation game and get better rewards overall. And oh, it looks like I maxed out here. I do have to start going for this round here. But yeah, also one other mistake I do see people making here is you're not maxing out on this resource. After you beat tier 15 twice, you can still get more by doing test simulation runs. So you can jump back in and do the run on repeat, get more of these coming in. There is a weekly cap, so do take note of that. But as you can see, I'll show you. If I go right here back inside, I ran 2 tier 15s, but if I jump in here, where's the limit? Let me see if I can find it. There we go. I found a limit. It's kind of hidden away, but as you can see there, weekly acquisition points, 1200/1500. You cannot earn more than the weekly points, but I just ran 2 tier 15s and I didn't max out. That means I need to jump in and do tests, giving us 60 or 58, whatever it is. Probably better just go in tier 10, just put on auto and run it through, or whatever tier is easier for you. The difference between tier 15 and tier 10 is 10 points, and I don't want to run tier 15 for fun, for no rewards, for only 60, yeah, right? So just another tip I do want to make, you are losing out on 300 if you're running tier 15 or even more if you're not doing the test runs. So do make sure, if you want to get more damage in this mode, for the effect applications, you want to go in, get all those bonuses and start upgrading even more. These do provide bonuses overall. As you can see right now, I just got an 8% basic skill cooldown, other bonuses here. The very last award is good too, a 8% elemental weakness damage bonus. So overall, make sure to optimize there as well. A lot of small mistakes you can be making that will affect your damage in the long run, making so the game is a bit harder. I want to make the game easy for you, so make sure to listen. That way, we can all have a very fun time. But yeah, make sure to subscribe. And also, don't forget, extend your support, very important. That way you keep getting all these juicy codes. And I know, this is your Code King Zaf, signing out.